Year 7, first of all, well done to anyone who did the debugging work from last week. Got some really good answers. The common mistake was that you forgot to put square brackets in a list. Remember, in Python, when you see square brackets, that's a list. It's pretty much the only time that square brackets get used in Python. So well done if you did that. All your work's been graded and you've got a bit of feedback. Fantastic work for everyone that did submit. Now, today we're going to look at algorithms. Now, algorithms is a word that you've heard me use for years now. And it basically means a set of instructions. And so on the screen at the minute, we've got a question. If you think about the things that you've done today, did you do them in a particular order? And I think if you think about it, you probably did. When you're making your breakfast, everyone knows, of course, that you put the cereal in before you put the milk in. If you do it a different way, that's wrong. So make sure that you're doing it the right way around. When you make some squash, you put the juice in first, then you top it up with water. So there's a sort of order in which we do things, and they're all algorithms. They're just algorithms that we follow, not ones that computers follow. So we're going to have a think about making an algorithm visible today. So what we're going to think about is a really simple thing that everyone should know how to do. But before we get onto the exact algorithm we're going to think of, algorithms are basically made up of input, a set of instructions, the algorithm itself, so the process of things that happen, and then the output, the thing that comes out of the algorithm. And so computers use these all the time. Like everything a computer does is an algorithm, from moving the mouse to opening a program to saving a file. All of this is algorithms. When you make things in Python, you are making algorithms. So you're going to give the computer a set of instructions. It's going to follow them out. That's an algorithm. That's what you've made. So what we think about when we're making an algorithm is what's the goal? What's the purpose of this algorithm? What are we trying to achieve? And then once we know what we're trying to get to at the end, we then think about individual steps, how we get there one step at a time. Now, computers are really good at doing things fast, but they're not good at thinking. They can't think things out like we can. We have to tell them what those steps are. We have to break it down little step by little step. Every little thing has to be told what to do on a computer. If you don't tell it to do it, it won't do it. And so when you write your algorithms today, I want you to really think about you're explaining this algorithm to a computer. If you don't spell it out for the computer exactly, it won't do it. So today you're going to be thinking about an algorithm for making a jam sandwich. In fact, it can be any sandwich you like. I've put jam, but it can be whatever kind of sandwich you like. If you have never made a sandwich before, now is the time to go and ask an adult to show you how to make a sandwich. Now, don't go to the closest adult and say, Mr. Meredith says I need a sandwich. That's not what I've said. They can make their own sandwich. They haven't got to make a sandwich for you, but they can show you how to make a sandwich. If you haven't got an adult that can show you how to make a sandwich, or you're a bread-free household at the moment, you can go online. You can Google how to make a sandwich. There are video tutorials out there for you. So don't worry. If you don't know, there's ways to find out. But I'm sure you know, because you're old enough now to be making your own sandwiches. So what you're going to do is think about this algorithm, and you're going to try and write for me an algorithm instruction set, really. So you're going to break it down and tell me what happens in what order. So first thing, what is the goal of the algorithm? What's the thing that we're trying to end up at the end? So for my example, it was a jam sandwich. You might be doing a jam sandwich. You might be doing a different kind of sandwich. Then what I want you to do is I want you to write the individual steps of that algorithm in order. And remember, computers don't do it unless you tell them to do it. So what you need to do is spell out each and every little thing, which includes getting out the bread. Get a knife, put it in the butter. You've really got to break it down. You can't just say, put on the butter. It won't know how. So you've really got to break it down to tiny little steps. Okay, the gold is where it starts to get tricky. You could add multiple options in your algorithm. So you could have it so that the user, the person using the program that makes the sandwich, decides whether they want butter on their sandwich or not. Some people do, some people don't. It's up to your program to maybe be able to give them the choice. So you can include choices in your algorithm. And then the challenge is, if you get your bread and butter and your jam sandwich all made, you could create an algorithm for a game of heads or tails. Now you'll notice here on the right hand side, I've got a little bit of a flow chart. We've seen these before. And we've got the right shapes as well. So this oval is the start shape, this oval is the end shape. if you want to, you could, instead of having it as a written algorithm, you could represent it in a flowchart. And so you can see that I've got these processes going on here. Now my flowchart is okay, not a lot of detail. Could probably do with a lot more detail if I'm honest. And I could have choices in there where it does have butter or it doesn't have butter. There's lots of improvements I could make, but that's a bit of an example for you. So guys, once you've written your algorithms, either on Word or on Publisher, if you're going to try and do flowcharts, then you can please submit them on the VLE in the hand-in point. Okay, guys, and I look forward to seeing them. I will be being really picky when I mark them, so if you've missed out a tiny detail, I will be like a computer and I will pretend I don't know what you're on about, and I'll end up with some funny jam sandwiches. Okay, guys, I hope you're all looking after each other and you're keeping safe and sane, and I hope to see you again soon. See you later. Bye.